the queen, inclusive, but just because. But this is mainly for the girls, honey. You know, Alphabet Mafia, baby. Yes, indeed. I want y'all to come up in here to like, share, and definitely subscribe and press that bell button, whatever, for the notification that I'm going live. So y'all can join the conversation and we could get the party started. Like, for real, for real. Excuse me. Yes, indeed. Y'all be safe. This is, I mean, this cold weather. It was supposed to be. It was storming earlier this morning. I heard from someone when I went to the Dollar Tree that it was storming this morning. And she thought somebody was knocking on. She said she thought somebody was, knocking heavily on her door. Could have possibly ice. But girl, cause them ice ages is out. But bitch, it was storming, and I was like, girl, I think I heard a little bit of something, but I was sleeping, girl. I was like, I probably heard it. I just went right back to sleep, girls, cause I'm not, bitch. I need this rest. So y'all be careful down here. I don't know how wide the storm is. I don't know if it's like it could touch Florida, Georgia and stuff like that. I'm not sure. But we was hearing that we're supposed to have like a storm down here, and there we live in very deciduous environment. It's so bipolar, simply put, because you don't know whether to wear a jacket, have an umbrella, wear slippers, cowboy boots. You just don't know, have shorts, gym shorts. You don't know what to wear in Mississippi. You don't know what to do at all. That's why we act the way we do. That's why I kind of give a little ounce of grace to people, because, girl, this environment around here, environment can influence you a lot with your behavior, your mental behavior, because, bitch, we don't know what the hell going on. We don't never know if it's the sun going to be out, if it's going to be raining and the sun out. That saying, when it rains and the sun is shining, girl, the devil beating his wife. We don't know if that's going on. I'm like, girl, stop beating her. Like, let her rest so we can have a good day without this rain, bitch. Especially if we single, like big time single, and we ain't got no man, at home and stuff like that. Stop it. Like, this weather is for, cuffing season, still cuffing season. I ain't trying to get, but since we here, bitch. Y'all come up in here, like, share, and subscribe. But, bitch, this is a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I want y'all to join the discussion. Tap that screen. It's free. And join it. Butch Queen relationships. Oh, my goodness. Butch Queen relationships. What's a Butch Queen? Well, let me grab my handy dandy phone and go to the internet. Hey, what's up? Yes, honey. Yes. I am such a high status man that my hair was a shameless thing about me. So, you better know it. I am a man, honey. Yes. What's a Butch Queen? A Butch Queen is an LGBTQ plus slang term, especially in ballroom culture, for a gay man who blends masculine and feminine traits. Or a masculine-looking drag queen, honey, often competing in categories that emphasize being and convincingly straight-acting man. Realness. The term combines butch, masculine, and queen, referring to a queer or drag, highlighting this unique gender expression that isn't strictly one or the other, but a dynamic mixed duality, bitch. And a butch queen can also be a bisexual man. So I just want to put that out there. Girl, I'm a butch queen. So anyway, I definitely want y'all to tap it up, tap it up the screen, girl. Definitely share, because you might not stay, but somebody else might. So we can get this party started and really, really talk about the things, because it's important. It's important. I really wanted to talk about this topic for a while because, my community, the gay community, the beings, is so focused on masculinity. Mask for mask. If you ain't masked, then they equate being feminine to being a bottom. You could be a masculine bottom. You could be a mixture of both and be a bottom. It's just Girl, it's okay. And I'm like, I never cared about no hyper masculine man. He just, oh, I'm Tarzan, you Jane. Bitch, get fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, girl. Y'all want that big barbaric ass man. Then you want him to be sensitive. Then you want him to be a thug. Then you want him to be a killer. Then you want him, you don't understand my feelings, bitch. So he can't embrace his family. You got exactly what you deserve. You got exactly what you deserve, it. But I'm not trying to be shady right now. I just want to talk about, you know, being a Butch Queen, like in, Butch Queen relationships. Okay, so real all this again. So I have been scrolling on TikTok and looking up Butch Queens and stuff like that. Definitely as it pertains to the couples. Primarily black couples, bitch. Cause it's everything is so whitewashed, and there's nothing wrong with interracial relationships and white couples, white gay couples, but girl, it's so much layers and so much to unpack because there's literally different prides, and stuff like that. So I don't really want to get into that, but it's a lot going on. So anyway, I've been looking up on TikTok and Facebook and on here, YouTube, Butch Queen relationships as it pertains to, black gay couples. Have seen something because we don't really have that much representation. We're still learning to be more accepting of ourselves, still learning what being a representation for other queer couples or singles that trying to navigate in the gay scene, being ourselves and making our own rules and trying to unlearn some of the hetero norms that we've been taught, conditioned, be inside our head, girl, be straight, and no, stuff like that. So yes, I've been looking up those couples and I've been smiling from ear to ear because one of these couples met at work and stuff like that. Didn't even know that was the same person that was texting or whatever. Just, they end up becoming a trainer or whatever, training the people and stuff like that. And they finally met. I'm like, oh, that's you. I was texting you, all that type of beautiful stuff, And they became a couple. They were just cheesing from ear to ear like they was a perfect match. Both of them was Butch Queens. And they were black. I was like, yes. And I see more of that. And we need to see more of that. Like I said, it's like whitewash. You will see an interracial gay couple way before you see a black gay couple. It's still whitewashed. Everything got to be like it's like this. It's been the same way for years. That not having representation, trying to get out of the stereotype of what it means to just be us. You know what I mean? Having representation, knowing how to be that it's okay to be us. And I seen a TikTok. I want to say this, and I agree. That being black and gay, queer is definitely synonymous because queer means strange, weird. Black people have always been seen as strange, weird, to say the least. And he was going into much more detail than I am, but y'all look that up on TikTok or wherever. If he's on other social media, I don't remember his name, but definitely look it up because I was like, actually put it that way. But then, it's going to be definitely in the black community. We're still not as woken up as we should be, but I still give grace. How synonymous being black and queer is not just, oh, you're homosexual. No, it's like, it's so much more like, and y'all know words change over time. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, girl. I love it. I love being a Butch Queen. It took me a while to figure out a lot of slang, a lot of slang terminology as it pertains to being a gay man. And I love to see it. Like the relationships being able to love each other unapologetically. Like Samson McCormick interviews other black gay couples and asks them important, lovely questions. Like a very, very good question he be asking the couples is like, um, how is not verbatim, but I might be paraphrasing, but how is, black love, you know, revolutionary to you and all that type of stuff, and just to see it, having representation, us being able to love each other out loud, being ourselves, and then at the same time making our own rules, because I mean we don't have the same representation as our straight counterparts. You know, it's like, and it's crazy because we always be asked advice, but then we don't really have a lot of representation at all as it pertains to how we should navigate when it comes to a dating scene, loving ourselves, and being able to heal from the internal homophobia we've been taught growing up. And our first bullies be our parents, our legal guardians, and they, especially if they're religious, we're being taught how to do everything but love ourselves. Then we're groomed to be a certain race. Make sure you don't bring no motherfucking white bitch in here. Definitely don't be gay. Definitely don't be. And I'm like, well, that's all me. That's all me. So it's like, why, So you learn everything but the right shit. You want to be, they want you to be a womanizer, not be emotional. They want you to be, thug, killer, rapist, pedophile, everything but gay. That's where they draw the line. You better not be gay. You better not be gay. You better, I ain't raised you to be gay. Like, you can raise a sexuality. Now, you can groom people and stuff like that, but then, girl, forcing them to be straight. And damn, you going to church 24/7. And once they find out you gay, you got the homosexual spirit, girl. Ooh, Preacher Jane, whatever his name, girl. Pray this off my child. 50-11 motherfucking baptisms, girl. Girl, it's a lot. Damn, we try to pray the gay away, hoping that there's a pill that we could take to erase the game. But I'm just happy that we still need way more representation. I see a lot more, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough. We need more gay dating coaches. Hell, bitch, motherfucking Amari Ice and Lamont Scales. They can't hold it. They can't do it all themselves. So we need more. Not saying that they're not, but they're more so. They're more so influencers and stuff like that, and you see them more. So they can't carry it on their back. So we need more black, gay, black, queer dating coaches. We need y'all. We need more black, queer authors. We need them. We need it. So yes, back to being a butch queen relationships. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love seeing it. Like I said, I was choosing from ear to ear, hearing some of the love stories and how they met and stuff like that. I would see Simpson McCormick interviewing other black gay couples, and they were Bush queens and stuff like that. And that was so lovely to see. It gave me hope and stuff like that. Um, it wasn't like no crazy like fantasy, we happen to give up a certain part of our life or whatever. It was just how they met. It was normal. It was just normal. A lot of times they didn't even, have it on their mind that I'm finna get into a relationship. They just bumped into each other, talked and went from there. And that was lovely to see. So girl, y'all tap it up. Whoever come in, tap up the screen. Definitely share. You may not say, but somebody else might. And subscribe. So yeah, it's lovely to see. Um, it's been funny. It's been funny too. Seeing some of the videos because a lot of them have quirky personalities, and it just fit. It's so beautiful to see. Seeing black black gay love, seeing them love each other out loud, unapologetically, being able to finish each other's sentences, like, you know, that stuff, that is so important to me. Person like Lamont Scales White said, in any healthy relationship, n- never compromise, collaborate. Um, that resonated so much with me. In any healthy relationship, you never compromise, you collaborate. Because love shouldn't be about sacrifice. If you sacrifice, you're gonna end up sacrificing all of who you are and lose yourself in that relationship. Like, what are you? Why are you sacrificing? And so, like, that don't never sound good. However you put it, sacrificing, you should never sacrifice. Now, there may be things that you could work on to better you, be the best version of yourself for you, and it's definitely gonna make help the relationship. Now, if you're hurting yourself, yes, go get work. You know, shed some dead skin, a girl. You know, go work on it. Do your shadow work. But sacrificing, no. Why? What love? What the type of love is that? The sacrifice what? So anyway, that I definitely I was always trying, like, I never really fucked with that sacrifice and stuff until Lamont Scales White said it. If you don't know who Lamont Scales White is, he is a black gay dating coach, and he be doing like videos. I just thought about doing so, like, he do like shoot your shot Wednesdays for the gays and stuff like that. He also do other things, like, for he's a gay dating coach. He's gonna be coming up with some type of like Zoom for couples to do like speed date and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, damn, my money come up a little short this week, so I wasn't been able to do it or whatever. But bitch, he helped the gay singles. Like, he's a gay dating coach. Okay, so he does all that good stuff. You know, making sure that he's primarily, well, he said he's also a therapist for straights as well, but he primarily specializes in, gay, being a therapist for the gays, because we really don't have any books to really just look to, or, like I said, representation. That's why representation is important. And what's so great about it is that we can make our own rules. you know you know how some people be like, you if you don't believe in something, you fall for anything. But I don't totally believe that. I believe you can believe in yourself and make your own rules, your own path. I mean, that's what you do when you become an adult. Some of the stuff, your foundation, you learn from your parents, but then when you get an adult, you make your own rules in your house. You pay your own bills in your house, bitch, and then navigate. And then at the same time, as being black, gay, it's dangerous to try to mirror hetero norms because it don't work for them. So, yeah, all that being said, girl, I definitely enjoy watching his videos. Him pretty much interviewing gay singles and get other gay singles to come on. And I especially love the one where he was talking to the bottoms. Then he talked to the tops. Then he talked to the verse three people he was interviewing, and all of them all had different personalities, and there was no um animosity, no cattiness. It was just, but you could see the colors, and just because I would love for people to differentiate. Just because you're a bottom doesn't mean you're automatically feminine. Just because you're a top don't mean you're automatically masculine, or anything or verse and you butch queen. Like, all of that is intertwined. So that was one of my favorite of his videos, his interviews with gay singles or black gay singles. So anyway, um, sometimes, well, not sometimes. He said he saw his DMs with how people have came to his shoot your shot Wednesdays and definitely DM'd each other and went on dates. And now they in full-fledged relationships months after that. He said you'll be astounded. And he gave the percentages of his work, how well it's doing, like the percentage of, I guess from men 0 to 100, of how people connected and they're in flourishing relationships as black gay men. And I'm like, damn. So I'm like, definitely thinking about getting him a try because ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, back to it, girl. I love seeing it. I love seeing black gay love. Because like I said, we've been taught to be everything by ourselves. We've been living different versions of ourselves, playing a role. The version of ourselves for our parents, the version of ourselves for our friends, the version of ourselves for our coworker, the version of ourselves, and then we go home. Is the version we even present to ourselves looking in the mirror? Is that even real? It's like you just living multiple lives, multiple personalities. Which one is you? Which one is authentic? What is your authentic, your authentic self? And for a while, even though I wasn't never DL, me personally, I ain't never really have a living a double. I just never really fully said that I was gay. I mean, I knew I was different. In adolescence, I knew that I was attracted to the same sex, but I never knew what to call it. I just knew I was different, and I knew I had sugar in my time, girl. If you go way back and see, I had been like, oh, you was influenced to be, oh, you're from about this. And there's no, girl. You can see in the pictures how I was, standing posing, girl. That it was over, girl. The sugar was in the tank, girl. It was just a wrap. But I didn't really know a lot of the same terminology until in my late teens and stuff like that. Because I never really hung around other gay people. I mean, for a while, I'm thinking, damn, I don't see me nowhere. Went to school, I never really saw, myself, and I didn't, I mean, Mississippi, Republican state, girl, ain't really nobody to see. Honestly, down here, there's not Mississippi has the lowest population of LGBTQ alphabet mafia bitch down here. So I'm not saying that there's none. It's just we're probably definitely scattered and stuff. And the ones that you do meet, it's like they trying, especially if they got a man, trying to protect their meat, girl. This my because of they holding on to ideology they was taught, the toxic femininity, girl, of trying to go to war and go to bat for they man because they believe that he's the last piece of meat. And don't even be that man. Be a down low man. This nigga married. The fuck? But yeah, it's like I never got to see me until I had met one. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was the same age and stuff like that. Dark skinned girl, and everybody loved to twerk and all the good stuff. He would taught me what was a top, a bottom, and all that type of stuff. And I think he told me what verse was too. Cause he definitely was verse. But bisexual. And he would definitely have two versions of himself. When he was with man, he was, you can see all the colors, girl. He was definitely Butch Queen, girl. Leaning more toward the feminine, but he was definitely Butch Queen. Then when he was with women, he dressed more masculine presenting, voice got deeper, girl. Just code switching. So, I knew for myself that his colorful self was him. That Butch Queen, it's like he was pretty much lying to himself. But people, he was known. He was known, I would say, as, girl. So, it was just, he did see me something. Now, girl, everything I ain't listen to and stuff like that, but I did appreciate him for that. But throughout time, I didn't really have other gay, it would seem like other gays were not really talk to me, especially the black ones. Would never really try to talk to me. Now, I had more, I want to say, lesbian friends, white lesbian friends, and stuff like that. But I never really had, because people was on a bandwagon. You know how because I really wasn't vain growing up. I knew I wasn't ugly. I knew but until I saw a video of me walking and stuff like that. I was like, damn, I'm shit like that, bitch. Bitch can't tell me shit. Also, that made me more so focus on my looks. When I was like, ooh, and then I looked in the mirror really looking at myself like, damn, okay, this why these bitches mad. So, you know, I wasn't really mad. But then I started getting into myself, because I wasn't vibrant. You know, I wasn't comfortable in my skin like that. Like I was, like I said, I didn't. You know, it's layers to it. I've always had a twitch in my walk. Girl, wrist was always broken, but it was natural. I just wasn't ready to say it. I wasn't ready to say I got the gay. You know, I wasn't ready to say it. But anyway, as I got older, I was able to meet more butch queens. It was the energy and the way they carried themselves. Like the ones I met, as I got into my adult life, the butch queens I met, they were black. Cause I ain't never really too much met no butch queen that was white. You know, they don't really give butch queen to me. You know, it's a lot of, you know, it's like they take from our culture a lot, and I don't even, it's like, you know, it's different. But anyway, but no shade, it just is what it is. But the butch queens like I've met, like they had, it's like I could tell, because you know my gator or whatever, I could see, you know, I could see a rose is still a rose, bitch. But I could see, you know, the masculine presenting, and they wouldn't. A lot of people wouldn't know that they were until they opened their mouth. But I saw it because the energy. I'm empath. I read your energy. I know what's coming through the door. I could sense it. Damn near smell it and taste it, bitch. So the guys that I hooked up with, and the ones that well, definitely my first boyfriend officially was a butch queen. But I didn't know the terminology. I didn't know that terminology. I didn't really know what a butch queen to my, I want to say, early to mid 20s what a butch queen was. And so like that, I just knew gay, you know. But yeah, the ones I was hooking up with, it was a different energy. And it was sexy, like how they presented themselves, and then how we would talk. You know, like you could like tell, like you could hear it in my voice, like you could hear it, like it's a cross between or whatever. It's like you could look it up. Like it's like it's just, you know, it's you know, it's different versus, hey, you know, hey, what's up? Like that's masculine. Hey, what's up, girl? You know, that's like giving butch queen. And it's just, you know, girl, you know, it could be, that could be femme queen too. And so like they are, hey, what's up? Okay. Oh. And in certain moods, my voice can go up, you know, you know, it just do what it do. And so like that, and then plus, you know, I'm a singer. So it does that. Like when I wake up, it's a little bit more mask, but then voice warm up, it's back to this. Or if I'm on the phone, it's not, for me, it's not code switching. It's just, sometimes my mood, and if I'm over it, I just be, oh, what the fuck ever, whatever. You know, it's that. I believe damn near all of us kind of do that. It's not being fake. I used to think, bitch is being fake, because the first time I heard it, my mother did it. I was like, she was like, definitely was talking about, this is she, was fussing up a storm, but then talking about on the phone, oh, you the boo? Oh, this is she. I'm like, who fake it? So I was like, no. But I realized that a lot of us do that. But if you're cooning, it's a different type of story. You know, you a black owned restaurant or whatever, you a black employee, bitch, and then a white couple come in, you like, yes, man, yes, man. Then a black, you know, couple come in, like, girl, what you want? No, give me that same energy that you gave them. Don't do that to me. Don't do it. Don't give me your attitude, bitch. I ain't paid for your attitude. I paid for good service. Our bots are paid for good service. Y'all never know how many McDonald's I drove away from because they was giving that energy. The hell, bitch, you ain't finna get my hard-earned dollar doing that. You was all, in Mariah Carey notes, bitch, and then you want to go to Barry White, bitch, with me? Oh, no. Nah, bitch. I think it was Barry White. Y'all know what I mean. That deep-ass motherfucking voice, bitch. Yeah, what you want? Nah. Get back high pitch. Get back up there to them octaves, that fifth octave, bitch, with me, and clear up that tone and the delivery, bitch. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to meet, other like Butch queens, and I was like, that's some sexy to me. It's so sexy to me to meet the other Butch queen and stuff like that, and I was never, like I said, crazy over being hyper masculine, like being with someone hyper masculine, just masculine, a hard dude. Like I've always been attracted, open minded, and stuff like that. And my taste end up, I was end up able to find out like, also I'm attracted to other BQs, and stuff like that. And I'm, had to realize I'm one too, you know, and it's lovely. I would love to be with another openly gay bisexual man that is a Butch queen because they will understand me on a sonic level. Like understand we have a lot in common now. We get into disagreements. It may go from 0 to 100 real quick, but then we go. There's nothing to go get therapy or whatever to work through our issues or whatever. But at the same time, like to be with someone that understands. That's why I'm open to dating other races, but I attract my own people, and that's beautiful. But it's just like I've met so many that internally that they're not healing from, or probably don't even know, especially here, that it's a problem. Like it's normalized that stewing in your unhealedness, your brokenness, and been having arrested development keeping you stagnant, and like that's okay. And people love to be, they be loose with the term friend. Um, Wanting yes men around them. They confuse being friends with yes men, and your friends are never gonna always tell you you're right. You're not always right. They always gonna let you know up front you wrong, girl. You wrong for that. They may keep a unified position like in front of people, but behind closed doors, or they're gonna because they might not want to embarrass you or whatever, but whatever, they're gonna keep it honest with you, keep it real with you, and a lot of them down here don't do that. They don't. Like, you always right and stuff like that. Ain't nobody telling them that, girl, you need to grow or you need to go get some healing and stuff like that. They're not doing it. So, the ones I met, yes, the energy was there. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I've been fortunate enough to meet more dark melanated men, girl. Built very nice, but then they normal they normalized being unhealed and broken. And nobody was telling them that. You tell them, you get them constructive criticism, they want to try to cuss you out. Fuck you, I hate you, this and that type of stuff. And I'm like, what? What? And then, tell them something good, they want to try to go in to try to read you or give you constructive criticism. It's like they take it as a read instead of, hey, work on this. This is what is harming you. This is what hindering you from even really getting to date or be with me. Because I'm not gonna tell you you're always right. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear and stuff like that. No, I'm gonna give grace, yes, because you're another gay man like me. You're another butch queen like me. But I'm never gonna always tell you you're right. I don't kiss ass. I don't do that. So they're used to a lot of that going on down here, and being with people that's on their level, meaning they will hate you if you're different. You're different. So it's a lot of that down here, and I hate it. It makes it harder to date. It makes it so much harder to date. And I mean, like I said, I'm open. I'm open to other races, but I don't really attract now. But I don't want to get started on that too deep. But yes, the ones I've seen, the Butch Queen relationships I've seen, they were beautiful. They were beautiful. They both were able to show their colorful sides, have beautiful personalities. And it's that thing, that's synchronicity, that, I don't know, that reciprocity that they had, like, and understanding deep emotional physical connection. I A Butch Queen is so sad. Like, um just bitch, because I feel like I used to be a mixture of both, but I have definitely more so embraced my sacred femininity, or divine femininity, or whatever you want to call it. But I do feel like I'm dark feminine, if you will, to a degree. And just being, just embracing all that, like, it's sexy. That's why I do get a lot of stares. I do get a lot of people wanting to talk. I mean, shit, from this morning, dude was trying to get me to do something, and I'm like, nah, because he's DL, and I don't really care for DL men. And I'm to the point, as I'm, aging. I don't really feel like having hookups without an emotional connection. Like, I really want to get back out to dating and have a connection. I want intimacy. I want to be able to talk about what's going on in the world, instead of just, what you doing? Girl, that's not. It's no substance. So yeah, I'm like I said, I've been fortunate enough to meet other Butch Queens. It took me a time to to learn what it meant, and to learn that I was one too, and stuff like that. But it's so sexy, and then be able to see a man, like, present masculine, but they get to twerking too. That is so sexy. It is. Like, it's a lot of mask girls that feel very limited, really restricted, and they say it's because of us. It's because of us. They try to equate being a bottom to feminine, but no, they say it's us feminine they say it's us bottoms that make it harder for the tops to be embracing their colorful side. But I'm like, what? But I'm like, I could kind of see that, but at the same time, like, get out there, and show your colorful side. Like King David, he was reading another girl, honey, to filth, because they had a problem with him expressing his colorful side. Like, I mean, I did see he now refers to himself as soft mass, and that's so cute. But then, a lot of them feel limited. A lot of masculine men feel limited, like they forced to be straight presenting, because I want a man. A lot of us feminine do the same thing, because we were taught that feminine energy. You wanna, I want a man. I'm a man. I want a man. It's type ish, like the same ideologies that the women are taught. That, ooh, you see a little bit of mannerisms that are feminine. Oh, you gay, and then a lot of feminine gays see, a masculine gay showing his colors or twerking. Oh, you ain't a real man. You ain't there. Bitch. We're both men. We're both men, whether masculine or feminine. At the end of the day, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do the bending. Somebody got to be bending. Somebody got to do it. I ain't with that side stuff. That's just a tease to me. Like, no shade. It's just a tease. Like, I mean, we all done it, dry hunched and all that type of stuff, girl. But girl, that was in the olden days. Like, bitch, I want to be dug up, put through the mattress, send me to the abyss, bitch. Like, do it, and do it real good. So we got to get rid of those hetero norms. Now, for me, to a degree, yes, I want to be treated like soft a little bit, and I'm gonna do that same thing to my man. Like, who take out the garbage? Both of us. Who do this and do this and stuff like that. Like, having those conversations and being able to talk on a deeper level. That's what I want to do with my partner. I don't want someone that is hard to it's just tense, just straight, just ain't doing nothing. And I don't want that. I ain't never want that. I mean, a soldier. I don't want that stupid ass shit. I ain't never want that. Never. For what? This person can up and just kill you. Like, No, no, mm-mm. So yes, the ones I met, um, I can see it, but then they would be. I met more bisexual men than I have met gay men, and I ain't never been like a fear that oh he would mess with um a woman or whatever. Feel like he would mess what a pussy or whatever. I ain't never really felt that, but I have messed with more bisexual men than I have gay men and stuff like that, and they've been more butch queen that I've seen from my experience, and it was sexy. And I was like, the energy that I very well gave myself, because bitch, I thought I was crazy. Growing up, well, I am, but I was just thinking like it's something wrong with me because I will fight a lot of times the dudes that I was interested in. Like I would, girl, and it was uncontrollable. Like but they would start with me. They really would start me. But then I did like some, I did like them. Like most of the guys fought, I had some type of, you know, found them to be sexy and stuff like that. And I kind of call it love taps, but even though was trying to whoop that ass, but I was like feeling and touching on them and stuff like that. Cause a lot of times they had nice bodies, but they tried me first. And I was like, damn, what's wrong with me? Why I'm, come out like, all that type of stuff. Girl, it was hormones. A bitch was horny and stuff like that. And stuff like that. Played footballs with the boys. Sometimes basketball with the boys. Definitely wrestle with the boys. And stuff like that. I want to be around men. That's why I'm like, people be like, oh, you're not acting, from a woman. No, girl, this femininity was natural, always being. And I always was trying to be around boys because I'm like, I knew I was attracted to boys. Why the hell would I want to be around a bunch of girls for? Why? Why? I want to be around boys. Where the men? Where they at? uh, but being a butch queen is where it's at. Butch queen, stand the fuck up. Butch queen relationships, I'm here for it. Being with someone that understands you. And like you could be more masculine than you are, you know, feminine and still be a butch queen. You could be more feminine than you are masculine, still be a butch queen. It's just duality that we're good as gay men, good at doing. And being and intersectionality of our definitely being black and queer because it's so synonymous and stuff like that. But I'm definitely here for. I want another butch queen, and this I almost thought for a while that a butch queen and femme queen was the same, but a femme queen is a trans woman, and they are sisters and stuff. So I feel like sometimes I really do. I don't even feel like it. I definitely see it, especially at my old job, that I was definitely getting a piece of transphobia from because they believe we all the same, and especially my hair being out or whatever, how out and about, and me being shaped like I because I have breasts and stuff like that. Scientifically they call breasts. I know y'all want to say man, but y'all trying to be women so bad, girl, and don't even know about the chromosomes. There ain't just XX or XY chromosomes. There's XXY. There's XO chromosomes. There's different chromosomes, bitch, and I looked up you know, I do want to share this. I do want to share this. Make sure I got the screenshot because, girl, I was like, wait, you know, because I was like, I like to look up stuff. Um, okay, so if you don't know, there is a chromosome. The XQ28 region is a specific segment at the tip of the X chromosome, famous for being linked to male homosexuality in early genetic studies, but also clinically significant as a source of XQ28 duplication syndrome, a rare condition causing intellectual disability, development delays, and neurobehavioral issues like autism, anxiety, and aggression, often with recurrent infections primarily in males. Like this has been linked to, what causes homosexuality, but they it's different variations. Like we have the same chromosomes because we're male, as other males are straight counterparts, straight male counterparts. But it's like different variations or whatever. So it's the gay and straight men share the same 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. The difference lie in specific DNA sequences, variants, and epigenetic modifications, not entirely different chromosomes. These genetic predispositions combined with factors like prenatal hormone exposure shape sexual orientation. So, they're still studying stuff. It's not, just exact or whatever, but it's like something to look up that people be like, you just trying to, women love to do that. You trying to be me, but bitch, this is genetic. It's not just environmental, not a learned thing and stuff like that. This is genetic and stuff like that. Like chromosome X, XQ28. Early studies linked a region on the X chromosome to male homosexuality, and a finding supported by later research, though it's not so determinate. Other chromosomes, larger studies have identified DNA variants on chromosomes 8, 11, 12, and 15 associated with same sex behavior in men. No single gay gene. Sexual orientation is complex, influenced by multiple genes and interactions with the environment, not one specific gene. Epigenetics, chemical tags on DNA which can differ between gay and straight men, also play a role indicating influences from the womb. Like it's a lot, it's a lot to it. Like, but people don't want to do these studies, or even look up, what they don't know and stuff like that. Even though it wasn't just it's a gay gene, but it's something to look at. Like, how many kids they be like, be like, okay, I'm fine, ain't nothing wrong with me. A lot of us grow up believing there's something wrong with us, and there's scientific proof that there's not. Just an inkling of it. Okay, I can stop praying, stop being, dealing with the religious trauma that I'm taught, and they could teach their parents, this stuff. Because, a lot of may not want to read, especially in the black community. I hate to say it, but it's true. A lot of them don't want to read. Just want, just religion, and don't know how inaccurate that damn book is. Anyway, I'm here for Butch Queen relationships. I am. Um, Definitely black gay love is a beautiful thing. Like being able to love like this person, you're both of the same thing, intersectionality, being able to love each other in a way that, maybe being with another race won't. And I just, it's not necessarily for me just keeping hope alive, but I do still have hope. I just don't want at the expense of, you know, keeping hope alive at the expense of not giving another race a chance to love me, correctly. Taking the time out to to research, to become an ally, not vote against ourselves or me, and stuff like that, because they really love me unconditionally, and I'll do the same thing too, and not make him pay for the history, but I would definitely want him to acknowledge, and me too. We keep it brutally honest, research what we don't know, but making sure that our love is intact, strong, and can weather any storm. That's why I'm like, I be like first come first serve, bitch. If you ever love me, right, I'm not for this up here and not be with you because I'm, pro black, and just because I'm in a relationship with a white man, for example, doesn't mean I'm not still pro black or pro or whatever. So I'm here for that too, but we have to see more black gay love, more black gay representation. And y'all still gonna hate me. Y'all hate me now because ain't nobody really in here. Y'all only got one like, and that's fine. But I mean that current administration we in, but not being here for it. They're not really being here for seeing it. We need to see it. They hate me because I said no. We definitely should show more. There should be more queer representation in gay cartoons. I mean, we already have had, especially in my generation, it was quiet about it. Just watch Powerpuff Girls. A lot of like SpongeBob, like it was that was the main focus, but there was definitely episodes and stuff like that. And this is good to show that they're not different; they're the same. They're they're human at the end of the day. You know, like I should be able, but then you might not know. You might not know how to talk to your child. Are you even trying to talk to your child? It's a lot of the same stuff. And then if you don't know, y'all talk about gay friends so much. Why didn't you invite your gay friend to talk to your queer child? If you cannot, just be there and be a buffer or be there so you can learn something too. But then y'all turn around and a lot of times y'all be homophobic. That's just your gay friend. That's why I don't really like that. I want me a gay friend. I want me one of those. Like we a lot of times accessories to straight women. Y'all don't really fuck with us like that. And don't let it be a man that you like. Oh, oh. And then y'all probably be still trying to hunch on him to make him straight. And we didn't find him attractive, but your ass end up in the clinic trying to, save a black man from becoming a homosexual, and your ass end up in the clinic. You deserve that too, bitch. Karma is a bitch. But anyway, yes, I definitely do feel like there should definitely be more, black queer, black gay, whatever, representation in cartoons, movies, commercials. Everything shouldn't be whitewashed, and everything shouldn't be just straight based. So yes, I'm here for Butch Queen relationships. I'm here. I definitely want to be with another Butch Queen, whether he's bisexual or gay. But I would love another black man. I mean, cause it could definitely be exhausting with another race, but if they're not trying to pander and it's real, like I was just talking about, then okay. I'm not just a fetish. I'm not just a fantasy or whatever, or just another notch in your belt. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I don't really attract white men or other races. Now I definitely have had sex with other races, yes. But romantically, I've always really been involved with black men, and that's beautiful to me. But it's like, hey, whoever wants to love me, or not whoever, bitch. You gotta be a man. Can love me right, then I'm here for it. And vice versa. So yeah, but Butch Queens is where it's at. Butch Queen, being a Butch Queen girl is everything. I'm so free. Like I, what straight people, hetero, a lot of times hate about us is that we tear down they fantasy. We are free, and we walk this earth knowing, they tell us, you going to hell, you doing this and that, because it make them uncomfortable because we are free in who we are. We are authentically who we are, and we don't follow no rules. We don't follow their rules. And hell, their rules, they don't want to admit, don't work for them neither. We're so free to be ourselves, live our life unapologetically, love who we are, and then we actually a lot of times are fortunate to meet people that are our soul tribe, people that are gonna love us for us. And a lot of times y'all don't realize how being a Butch Queen or being a gay man, a black gay man in general, is how strong we are mentally, because we deal with being okay. I know I'm gonna lose. We prepare ourselves for losing our families. We do, and y'all put more on us and never really think about, damn, they probably been torn from their family or ostracized or whatever. A lot of times we are embarrassment to our family, as they say, because they worrying about everybody else's substance and 10 toes down behind us. They read they let that Bible give them, put the battery in their back to be horrible to us, but we still live our lives. I mean, we've been prepared to lose our family members, and that's strength, that's courage to be who you are, knowing that even your family, the ones that your biological family, was willing to tell you to let you go, because of that damn book. I mean, there's so many fathers that been able to be like, oh, I don't, that homosexual is abomination, and they make them feel good in being a deadbeat father. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of deadbeat mothers too. They feel like I'm trying to live the righteous way. That's according to your God, your Bible. That's that, and then to turn around to find out that King James was bisexual. Bitch, you could never get away from us. Y'all love saying I only read the King James version of the New Testament where he was bisexual, bitch. So you still being led by the people that you hate. Oh my gosh. People don't never want to hear the truth. I'm just saying what is. And all the Greek guys, goddesses, girl, they were bisexual. Hermes was he was Greek? Yeah, Greek mythology. Yeah, Greek. Because I love some Greek mythology. Hermes was I know they say Hermes was bitch. He was intersex. Yes. There was representation. A lot of them were fluid and stuff. That's why they don't like to, talk about or correlate Greek mythology with Christianity, but then y'all never talk about Nephilims in the Bible. Like that's pretty much a different way to say demigods are. Half human, half divine. Y'all never half human, half angel. Y'all never want to talk about it. And so like that, giants, Nephilims, giants. I mean, they pretty much the Nephilims were giants and stuff like that. So people don't ever want to talk about that. They just cherry pick the Bible. It's a lot. It's just a lot of contradictions in it. I don't have time for that. But anyway, back to it. Like, I'm here for Butch Queen relationships. I am. I'm gonna talk about it more too. Because I do want to get back inside and probably lay low because the weather and stuff like that. Seeing if I'm gonna have to go to work tomorrow and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely have wanted more people to come in, and stuff like that, and talk about this. I really want to have more Alphabet Mafia, particularly Black Alphabet Mafia, because we see so much of definitely the white society. They have a lot of they are progressed in so many ways, have individuality and be firm. They're judgmental, but at the same time they gonna stick together. Us, we're so divided in so many things. I mean, racism plays a role in everything, different forms of it. It's a lot. Like, I mean, then aside from that, the straight privilege as it pertains to hell. I'm gonna just say black and white. There's still a privilege in that. Y'all are more so have representation than we do to be able to navigate through life. As it pertains to relationships, marriage, all this type of stuff that are being taken away from us and stuff like that. That we're still fighting against and stuff like that. And I'll definitely use my platform to speak my mind and scream out, bitch. No, we definitely deserve that, decision to, be protected in ways and, all that beautiful stuff because our love is love too. So yes, I definitely gonna keep talking about being a butch queen. Um, and I would love be with your lover, your man, honey. It's still your man if he's twerking with you. But bottom stop doing it to tops, and tops stop bottom shaming bottoms. Like, stop the shaming. We need to talk. We need to have conversations. We need to talk about this. Like, stop being so hell bent on masculine energy. What about feminine energy? Because in the end of the day, y'all both men. As it pertains to being butch queens, y'all both men. Regardless if you're masculine or feminine. And then somebody got to do the bending. Like I said, whether it's masculine or feminine. And then either it's going to come out in certain ways. You'll see it in certain ways. I know a lot of y'all prefer have no nails or what have you and all that type of stuff. I mean, don't date them, but don't make them mad about it. Making it a thing where it's hate. You're hating on them because at the end of the day, you're still gay too. That's your brother. What's this? So yes, I love it. Bitch Queen, so sexy, man. Mm. Yes, and they will fuck you right. And y'all that be hating on them film tops, stop it, girl. A film burst. Yeah, shoot. I know I had me a good film burst, bitch. Rock my world, girl. So yeah, like y'all be missing out. Y'all be missing out. Don't even be knowing what you really like because you don't be exploring to really just see what you like. And so much in the community, like so much different men, very different colors, their personality. Like I love seeing that. I want to be able to kiki cackle with my man and saying girl, stuff like that, all that beautiful stuff, and get stuff done. Like it's beautiful. I want that. I ain't gonna. I'm a settle with that right person. Yes, that person that is for me. Hope I want him to be the Butch Queen. I would love that. I would definitely love that. So I'm here for the Butch Queen relationships. Yes, that shit's so sexy. It is. I love that. Y'all get to do 8 counts together, all that good stuff. At the end of the day, y'all get y'all, girl, all the stuff y'all been taught. I learned that shit. Y'all, gays get shit done. We out here living our life, adopting children, giving children a beautiful life that they never would have had otherwise. We out here living. I love seeing it, especially seeing black gay love. We need more of it. We need more representation. And I hope that one day I'm able to, be able to come on live one day with my man, my husband, my man, and be able to be another representation for black gay couples, black gay single or whatever, and have these discussions, talk about how we met, our challenges, our triumphs, all that good stuff, because we need more. We need more of it. I don't give a damn who hates. People gonna say shit regardless. Regardless. When you dead, they gonna still be talking about you. So at that just be your motherfucking self, live your life, and you only get one. As far as we know, we don't know for a fact if reincarnation exists. Whatever, this life, live it like it's your last. Be who you are. How you know these people really your friends or your family if you're not being yourself? You being every version but the authentic version of you. You don't know that person fuck with you for real until you download men. You ain't losing nothing, you gaining yourself, and there's a whole community out there waiting on you to come out. Stop instead of destroying lives, including yourself, because you can't or feel like you cannot come out of the closet. Come out. Be who you are. Them, if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. If they love you, they love you. You're not losing anything. And a lot of times people do see it. They still be waiting on you to come out or come in to yourself. And I know how we be dealing with stuff. People coming in trying to shade or read me. This what it, girl. That's why I say, gay men are mentally stronger or emotionally stronger than straight men. And I agree with Obama. Every straight man should have a gay friend because we teach that and we keep y'all on y'all souls just like we do with straight women. Because we ain't no damn yes men. We embrace both our divine masculine and our sacred feminine. But we'll tell y'all, bitch, about yourself. Come out. Come out. Now, it's okay to, be discreet. But it's not okay to be lying to anyone about you, yes, you could. I mean, as I said, they all know it's a lifestyle. So they come out, they're not gay or bisexual. They come out or come in, whatever you want, how you want to put it. Um, to decide if they even have a label, or they could be non-binary. It's just a lot to it. It's not either just gay or straight. But anyway, come out, download people. Stop destroying lives. Just because you download or whatever, don't give you a right to be a deadbeat husband or a download woman, bitch. You come out of the closet too. I know y'all don't really know, but there's such thing as download women. Come out the closet. Stop lying to your husband. A lot of y'all feel like, well, because of patriarchy, it makes it easier in a sense for the women to be down low. Because a lot of men, be like, oh, I want a woman, I want to, be with another, give an opportunity to be with two women at the same time. That's got to be a lot of damn work. But anyway, come out the closet and come into your own down low, man. But fuck y'all, bitch. Anyway, back to the Butch Queens. Yes, I'm here for the Butch Queen relationship. Like I said, I'm a Butch Queen. I would love to be with another Butch Queen, preferably black. But I am open to other races, though. But definitely do your research and don't be pandering to me, because I could tell if you're a fake ass bitch or whatever. Just, girl, no, I'm not your fetish. I'm not your. I'm not that girl. But yes, let me go ahead and get off here. Thank y'all, I guess the real ones that was able to listen to the conversation. Thank the ones that at least commented, bitch, or whatever. But I'm not done talking about this. I'm not. I'm gonna continue to talk about this and a lot of other stuff that I was, going to continue to talk about as well. But yes, indeed, I'm here for it. But definitely look up if you don't know what a Butch Queen is. But definitely like, share, and subscribe. Share it and talk about it. All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me go ahead and go.